this time. We're celebrating. It's 5 years. We're rolling on the road. We're rolling on the road. 100 shades of diversity. We're rolling on the road. Oh, rolling on the road. We're rolling on the road. 100 shades of diversity. We're rolling on the road. Take it away.
Yes, and thank you, Cousin Pat. I love it. I never get tired of the song. Sometimes I go back and I listen to the old songs. But I know I always say I'm excited. So I'm going to say that I am elated with my whole heart, my whole body, 10 toes down, my fingers, my wheelchairs, all 5 of them, you know. And being in the military, I salute this young woman right here. Y'all clap, 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 clap. Put your hands up. Yes. Miss Shana Thomas of Belair, Maryland, is with us today. I'm so excited. Oh, wait a minute, we gotta clap again. Y'all, we gotta do that again. Y'all can tell I found some new functions in StreamYard. Shana.
Yes.
Girl, how is you doing?
Hi, Dr.
Today?
Burns.
How you look? How you rolling? How you rolling? How you living? And how you rolling?
Let me tell you, I'm feeling good. No need in complaining. Of course, it gets me nowhere. Nobody wants to hear it anyway.
I love when she say that. No, but you got to do it first. Go, sunshine, my sunshines, my sunshine. Did I get it?
You got it. So that means I don't have to go behind you?
Yes.
Okay. My sunshines, my sunshines, my sunshines. There you go.
She put a little extra zhuzh on it. Okay.
Just a little.
Y'all gotta get that deep, and then you gotta do that slide into it. Okay.
Yeah, but don't look for me to do it the next time. I may forget.
So I'm excited because first and foremost, you are the #1 fan of the show Rolling on the Road on Facebook. So you're on Rolling on the Road. You are Rolling on the Road. You're on 100 Shades of Diversibility and #1 fan on state. Dr. Kimberly for state rep.
Mm-hmm.
And if we have fans on my page, you'll be right there.
Of course.
But I appreciate you. So that we met 5 years ago. You would think at this point that we've known each other all our whole entire lives, that we just grew up in our little chairs together. But that wasn't the case. Mm-hmm. We met because she had posted on Facebook 5 years ago, y'all. 5 years. It was in the month of June, if I'm not mistaken. I see this post. It says sexuality and the disabled body. I thought that she was a young lady from my church, from Southwest 3 to be exact, is where I thought she was from. So I inboxed her and I came for her hard. I was like, how you gonna do a show about being disabled and sexuality? I said, I'm just married. And I said, I'm in a wheelchair. How you gonna do a show without me? She was like, "Excuse me, ma'am, I would be more than happy to have you on my show." She was so nice about it. "Ma'am, I would be more than happy to have you on my show if you would like to, join in. As a matter of fact, I can schedule you for next week, and you and we could just have the conversation one on one." I said, "Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that." So she sends everything, and we did our little back and forth on Messenger. About a couple hours later, I go back and I look and I said, "Oh my gosh, that is not the lady from church. I don't even know this lady. Who is she?"
I didn't know me at all.
I was like, "I don't know this one from a can of paint." I was like, and I just went up. I said, "Oh Jesus, please, please. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to beg. I'm gonna have to hold and ask for her forgiveness because I came off a little bit harsh. I said, because I thought that we knew each other. And I said, why would she do something? I said, and not include me. And when I started looking you up, I said, oh, this one got her own show. And I saw all your followers and all the stuff that you do. And I said, Lord, please forgive me. Forgive me, Jesus. Forgive me, Jesus.
He did.
Forgive me. And I said, let me apologize to this lady. And so I inboxed you and I said, I apologize. I said, because I thought that you were someone else. And you was like, oh, no worries. You was sunshine on wheels. So gracious. She was like, oh, no worries, no worries. And she goes, but I'm excited. She goes, I've been watching you. I said, excuse me? She said, I've been watching you. She goes, and I've been wanting to ask you to be on the show. But I was like, she probably can't be on the show because she got her own show and stuff. So it was divine providence. How about that?
Yes, absolutely. I agree 100%.
And we have been rolling together ever since. And I promise you, with my fingers crossed, my eyes crossed,
there you go. Okay. I think I'm there too.
I can kind of cross my legs. That's not happening right now. But they don't want to work.
That's okay.
This young woman here, I would not know any different that she was not my younger sister. So I just want you to know, I do have a younger sister. I don't know where she is. I think it's been like 8 years now. Maybe this might be the 9th year that I have not seen her. We have not, no one, not even her children.
Wow.
They did a wonderful tribute to her. So I count it all joy to say about being my little sister.
I'll take it and wear it with honor. Absolutely, Dr. Burns.
Because you really came at a time where it's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. But what is so funny about it is that your little sisters always want to do something. And so you just support them. You tell them, it's like the macaroni pictures that your kids make. Oh, Pumpkin, that's so sweet. That's so cute. I'm going to put it on the refrigerator. Okay. Well, she makes better than macaroni, pictures. But she crochets. And I think that was the first thing that I got from you, is that you made me some crocheted earrings.
Yes.
And whatever it is that she's doing, I'm there to support, to buy. I buy a whole bunch of everything. Okay, give me all, just how much you got, just give them all to me, Because I said I have to support her. And when she started her show back up, I knew immediately that, Rolling on the Road has grown exponentially. I look at the numbers. It's unbelievable to me when I see the numbers sometimes. I'm like, where are these people? But when I'm out and somebody will say, my cousin, twice removed on my daddy's side, lives in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and I sent her show to her. I sent your show to her. I'm like, what? Yeah, because you was talking about A, B, C, and D, and I was like, she need to hear this, so I sent your show to her. I'm like, okay. Then somebody will say, you know what? My cousin who lives in Oklahoma, really needed your show today. And so I sent it to her. I'm like, okay.
Mhm.
I had someone from Detroit say, hey, I know somebody in New York that really needed it. And so I sent it to him. And I was like, okay, now I
Mhm.
see where when you look at you go to your dashboard, and my dashboard will say that I've had 18,000 views on this video. I'm like, okay, Lord, I see it now. And I was like, okay. And
Mhm.
I said, that means I have room, I have space. I'm only on 2 days a week. There's 5 more days
Yes.
where information can be getting out. And I said, I know who else needs to be on this platform. And she called it's the acronym is um, Sunshine on Wheels. And so with that
Mhm.
acronym, I'm sewing into so by putting her on the platform. So starting tomorrow, her shows are going to air on the platform.
Yes. Yes. I'm excited, as you can see.
Her show airs on Saturdays every week, and tell them what time and where they can find it.
Yes, absolutely. Every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find it on my Facebook page, Shana Thomas, as well as the Facebook page, Sunshine on Wheels with a Z, not an S at the end of wheels. And then also, you can do the replay on YouTube at Life of Sunshine on Wheels with a Z, not an S. I got to put that in there again. But
Yeah,
yes,
because
that's
people
where you can me, and then
they'll
you
do
can
it as
always go back on YouTube to watch any episode that you missed.
now. I say all this because your
Mhm.
information, I mean, from 5 years ago, even having a conversation about disability and sexuality was just phenomenal. Because I don't think that people think of us as sexual beings at
Mhm.
all. So for you to talk about it, so I'm telling y'all, there's it's not always kid friendly, the conversations, but they are good conversations and very much so necessary. So if you give me a chance to plug in and I want to pull up some stuff on you, can you just talk about your format a little bit and let the people know what
Um,
to expect?
Yes, well, basically, this show is for those that live with disabilities to share their journeys. And what I mean by their journeys, whatever that they have been through and whatever that they are going through in life, I feel as though that they are able to help share with someone else that may be dealing with that same situation, or just to help educate others on those of us that live with disabilities. And I want them to know that because we live with a disability, it does not mean it's the end for us. We no longer have life. There is ability in disability. And we are allowed to allow our light shine and share with others all across the world, no matter what it is, no matter what disability you live with. I want you to share your journey. And not only sharing your disability, share what you're doing in life. I've had guests on my show that graduated from college and are psychiatrists, social workers, other podcasters. I've had motivational speakers on my show and things like that. Although they all live with a disability, they all share their stories. And I want everyone to know in the way we are. There's nothing wrong with us because see a walker or a cane, that there is nothing wrong with us. We have to live and be out of the world as well. And my show is going to get it through. So that is the format of Sunshine on Wheels. I like to give you a little funny point because Sunshine was actually a nickname that was given to me by my little cousin. And he said, because of my complexion, I'm always so bright. I thought it's because I was, happy and jittery. He said, no, because I was always light. No matter if I sit in the sun, I'm still the same color. So that's his joke with me. So that's where Sunshine came from. And because I'm using a wheelchair at this time in my life, that's where we got the wheels from. So, yes. And it also goes out to help those that are living with disabilities and maybe parents, whether you're married or single. Hello, I'm a single mom of 2 children. And I want to let everyone know in the world that, yes, you can raise children while living with a disability. There's nothing wrong with you that you cannot raise great, amazing children. And I have living proof that it can be done. So that's what Life of Sunshine on Wheels is all about. That is what Sunshine on Wheels, the podcast, is all about.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly.
You are so welcome. The time is now 4:14, 14 minutes after the hour. Thank you so much for tuning into Rolling on the Road. And my guest today is top fan. Yes, y'all know her, Shana Thomas of Belair, Maryland. We're so grateful to have you here. The part that I love the most is when you are online, I should say, and
Mhm.
I have a guest and you come on and you comment, they're just like, oh my gosh.
Mhm.
And the regulars are like, she just a regular. She always on here. But trust me, it does bump my numbers up. So I just want you to know I appreciate it. Because people are like, oh my gosh. And she has somebody on there from Maryland and stuff. It works. It works.
Well, I'm glad to be here and I'm glad to support everything that you're doing. Whatever you ask me to do, I'm here for it. It's never a no, it's always a yes. And I thank you, Dr. Barrington, because you give us that live with disabilities outlets to share and express ourselves as well as be who we are. So I thank you very much for that.
I think that I have something here for you. Let's see if I do this correctly. I want you guys to see what it is, some of the things that she does. I love it when she says it, that she's a serial entrepreneur, and she is. And trust me, I have supported everything that she has, said, oh, I want to do this. This is what I'm thinking about, or I see a post and I'm like, well, looks like something else I'm going to get. But this right here, as my guest yesterday, his word was, now that's fire.
Hot fire. I like it right there, right there. Yeah. Oh.
So she crochets. I love it. So she did the poncho for me. And those are my bears. And they are Mr. and Mrs. Barrington. Y'all get it, the pun? Yes.
I do.
So I'm just like, oh, my little babies. I love them. They actually sit right here. And you can see that rocking chair that they're in. That is actually, how old am I now? It is 54 years old, that rocking chair is. Like, Lord have mercy.
Nice. I
50,
love
54 years that I've had it. And here's the next picture. She thinks she's real cute, don't she?
She did. You did that. You did it. You did that. Yes. As the children would say, you ate and left no crumbs, pins across the board, indeed. I think that's, yeah, my daughter taught me to say that. Indeed. Snap, snap.
It did. Oh, I love it.
Indeed. And clock that T. Yes, you did.
Let's see. Then my next one is, she's trying to get snazzy. I told y'all I had a bunch of wheelchairs.
Look at that. To match. Wheels to match. Okay.
So I'm like, yes.
Mhm.
She doing her thing. I'm on my porch. You can't tell me nothing. I was like, it's the perfect fall accessory.
Mhm.
That's so having her as a baby sister, I get great presents. And there I am, loving on my little babies, eyes all closed. So y'all know I was in the moment.
I
The
love
other
it.
one, my eyes was open. And look at adjusting them in their chair.
With that matching blankets behind them. Mhm.
If y'all can see that, let's see. We're gonna see if we can't make the screen a little bit bigger. There you go. Yes. You see the little pumpkins? They sit in their own little chair. And they
Mhm.
sit right here in the living room next to the couch. And then there she is.
Yes.
In all her splendor and glory, rocking. I got crocheted by Shana.
Woo woo.
So I don't know if you got enough time to get anything in before Christmas. I don't know. I have to talk to her. What you think?
If you let me know, I can get it done.
Let me
That's
see.
it. That's all.
Because people might be trying. Oh, girl, all these hearts is going up.
Oh,
Thank,
thank you.
thank you, Lady Daphne, for tuning in. Appreciate you. But I'm excited about you being on the platform. So y'all make sure y'all tune in and y'all support her. Her day is going to be every Thursday at 6 p.m. So you'll get the show from Saturday. So I'm not pulling up no stuff, no old stuff, things from 2, 3 years ago. This is all fresh and new.
Yes.
Uh, how do you decide on who's going to be a guest on your show?
To be honest with you, Dr. Burrington, I look for people that I haven't interviewed before. Someone that's different because I've learned we all know there's a lot of different disabilities out there. And I
Mm-hmm.
want to be knowledgeable about them all. So if I can find someone that is very different living with their disability, and if they're willing and if they want to share their story, I'm for it because I'm a sponge. I like to soak up a lot of information and
Yeah,
learn things because you never know when you'll need it. So, yes.
I love that. I love how we have. I mean, we both are doing some of the same things, but differently.
Yes.
Differently. I think initially when I started, it was interviewing different ones that had different disabilities. And I agree with you. There are so many that are out there. And that was one of the reasons why I named my business 100 Shades of Diverse Abilities, or just 100 Shades. When I realized the number of people you can have be in a wheelchair, but have different types of wheelchairs. I,
Yes.
was, I just thought, because when I first started out, I was in a manual wheelchair, and then I moved to a motorized chair. I want to say in 2021
Hmm.
is when I got my first motorized chair, because like anything, my disability had gotten worse.
Hmm.
And so I was no longer able to just, get myself around in a manual wheelchair. Then I needed a motorized. And then I noticed that even with the manual wheelchairs, there were so many. You know,
Yes.
you have manual wheelchairs for those who have spinal cord injuries, and then those like myself who are vertical half-plegics, and even with a paraplegic, there's at least, I think I've counted so far, at least 10 different styles of chairs that are available. And even this particular time in January, when I got a new manual wheelchair, so that if I'm out, and someone else is taking me around, then we
Hmm.
use the manual, of course. And
Yes.
they brought at least 5 different types of chairs and said, do you like any of these 5? If you don't like these, then we'll go and we'll get some more. I went and I looked in the room. I couldn't even count how many that they had. And even with the ones that they brought to me, we could still even make changes. So I was just like, oh my gosh. I thought, oh. And I said, I'm gonna release that video. I haven't yet.
Yes.
And I'm excited to do it. Even with this new motorized wheelchair, I didn't know that they also come different styles. I thought everybody got the same. Okay, you got a motorized chair. Not at all.
Nope.
Not at all. Not at all.
No.
I think you have the same, we have the same style of
Yes.
You see me, a see me chair.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. We do. Well, mine's pretty much do just about everything except for stand me up. Now, if I could get one of those that'll stand me up, make me turn into a transformer, I'll take it on. Yes, I want to be a transformer in my wheelchair. But yes, mine does everything from reclining all the way back, legs, lift up in the air. I can recline like I'm in a reclining chair, or I can just sit up and be very professional in business. But yes, it does a lot, and it's very helpful. Matter of fact, I'm grateful because it allows me to be independent.
Yeah, I love mine too. Thank you. Ryan was a guest on yesterday. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get my here we go. Where is it? I gotta find it. I lost it. There we go. Ryan was on yesterday. Yes. So Ryan, you get to actually see Shana. This was Shana that was talking to you on yesterday.
Yes. Hello, Ryan. Thank you very much for tuning in. The nosy lady that was asking the questions.
I love it. I love it. I love it. But I love this chair. This was the exciting piece. I have to learn how to share because I'm not good at sharing. And you can't be no more public than coming on here live and doing a show.
Right.
And I am so private about my personal life. Mm-hmm. And yet I can come on here, I can have a conversation, but yet I don't share information, I don't share pictures. I said I'm gonna get better about it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ryan. He says, hello, ladies. I love this.
Thank you.
Because I realize that there are people who that they have questions. They know they can ask me, but they don't ask me. But if I just say it, then I think it'll really engage the conversation and then it'll help other people, because many people don't know. I can't tell you the number of people that I see and they have the most dilapidated chairs. And it's just like, why are you riding around in this raggedy chair?
And you know what, Dr. Burton, to piggyback on that, I did not know, because I haven't had my disability all my life. Happened after I gave birth to my daughter, but I did not know that some people actually were able to get the new wheelchairs, once every 5 years. And then I have friends that's been in the same wheelchair for like 20 years. Like, what are you doing here? Come on.
I have been trying to educate people once I found out, because I was saying, well, I've had them replaced, when I have issues.
Yes.
So it's always just been an issue. It hasn't been that, okay, to know that you can get it done every 5 years. So it's always been something that's going on. Or I see a chair that I think that I like better. And then I'll go to the VA and I was like, I think I like that chair. Like I saw this cyclical driver. Oh my gosh. I thought that was the coolest wheelchair in the world. I was at the rehab hospital and I saw somebody fly past me with the cyclical driver. And I was like, oh, I want one of those. So I hurried up. I called my primary care and I was like, hello. I want one of these. So I downloaded it, took the picture in. I made an appointment with my doctor, took the picture in. And I said, I want one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I wanted it in purple. Man, they sent me to Battle Creek. I got fitted for a wheelchair. And yes, you do get fitted for a wheelchair, like you get fitted for a pair of shoes. So
Yes.
they're all custom made. Even if you have a manual wheelchair, your chairs are custom made. And so I was so excited. They sent me that cyclical driver. Girl, you couldn't tell me nothing. It was
Hello.
purple. It was purple. And so with the cyclical driver, it has like a cane attached to it that makes the chair roll. So you do like this, and then you coast, and then you do like this, and then you coast a little bit. It even has a brake on it. I'm like, yes. You couldn't tell me nothing. But it didn't work well because number one, it was way too heavy, and you had to take it apart in order to get it up the stairs. And when people always want to push you, it's like, I don't need you to push me because look, this is what I do. Well, I don't want you to have to work hard. So I'm just going to push you. And I was like, no. And I said, because it doesn't quite work that way. And so the gears ended up getting stripped on it. And I was like, skip it. I'll just go back to a regular manual
chair. Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
But when I had to go into the motorized wheelchair in 2021, it was last year that I said, I got some damage on my chair. And it was it was just to get new tires was going to be $5,000. So when they went through and they came out and did an assessment, they said it was $14,000 worth of damage. And that made it total because it was over $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
They said, okay, we're just going to put in for a new chair. That was like in December. They called me like that first week of January. Girl, could tell me.
Hello.
And just to see the choices, even in the motorized chairs.
Mm-hmm.
I tried them all. I tried one that looked like a big tank. It was even outfitted like a tank.
Hello.
It had the camouflage on it, and it had a gun rack on there. That's the part that just cracked me up. I was like, oh no.
Okay.
What? That it had a gun rack. I said, okay. And they said, we can switch it out if you like to fish, whatever you like to do, we can put on there. I said,
I'm good.
Y'all can put a tambourine on there. They're like,
there you go. There you go. I'll go that route.
Put a tambourine on there, put some speakers on it,
Yes, I want to be 5 to 10. Absolutely.
Because right now I do travel with music. So that just always blows everybody's mind. They're like, oh my gosh, you come with your own music? I said, I do. So when I don't have it up loud, people are like, wait a minute, where's the music? I said, I got you. I said, people were talking to me, so I was trying to be nice and listen to them. But I am going to put it out there, say, hey, I need somebody to pimp my ride and actually mount the speakers up underneath the armrest. I think that's how I want it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I already have my garage door opener is attached to my wheelchair.
I know that's right. That's right.
So when I'm out, and I go to the mailbox, I push the button, your garage door opens, and I wheel on out. I shut my little garage door. Or I might go up to the Dollar Tree, go buy some little stuff, little snacks from the Dollar Tree. You can't tell me nothing.
That's right. And that's how it's supposed to be for all of us.
Sure
live and enjoy your life.
Where do you go in your chair? Do you leave outside? Is there like a little store where you could just wheel and hang out by yourself if you want to?
Well, I'm in the sticks, but okay. So what I normally do is right now we have my daughter's car here. Her SUV is here because she's away in training in the Army. So if I want to use her car because it's easier to get me out of, we'll use that car with a caregiver or family member. But my son, when he comes around, I'll get in his car because he picks me up like I'm a piece of paper. It makes me feel skinny. And I also do, yeah, he makes me
So you
feel like,
have a manual chair too, then.
yes, I have a manual chair as well that we take out with me if I'm using my daughter's car or my son's car. But normally I'll use my wheelchair. I'll take the Link Mobility bus and I go to Walmart. I go to the festival. I go to Five Below, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Old Navy, name it. I do it and I go. Absolutely.
Go on, girl.
Hmm.
I love it. And that's why she is sunshine on wheels.
Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly.
That's cause
Absolutely.
that's cause she yellow like the sun, y'all. Y'all know, we know what I'm talking about. She yellow. That's why he call her that. Mhm.
Yes, that's why he calls me that, but I turned it into something everyone can enjoy. Thank you kindly.
Oh my goodness, my goodness. We It's nice to have a conversation with somebody. I was just talking to a young lady who is in California that I met also online
Hmm.
5 years ago. I tell you, during the pandemic, you made all kinds of friends online.
Yes.
And so we are friends, we are still friends to this day. And it's what, 5 years later, and we were talking, and it's just nice
Hmm.
to have the conversation with someone who understands and
Yes.
knows, about this community. Not bad English, but some people have issues with saying disabled, disability, or handicap. I'm like, child, we dissed. I've been dissed. I've
That's
been
it. And that's all. It is what it is.
It is. I said there are 1,683 words that begin with the prefix dis that we all can experience at any given time. So I think that it is appropriate. So instead of people feeling like they have to make all these accommodations for those people, if I say, you know what, you've been dissed too.
Hmm.
What? I ain't got no disability. Yeah, you do.
Hmm. There
Because
you go.
all of us are, you can be temporarily,
Hmm.
permanently,
Hmm.
or situationally disabled, depending
Hmm.
on what it is. And so if we look at, I said, I like to start out that we are all the same instead of saying that we're separate and doing separate things. That if we people can be more inclusive and we can have more accessibility if we show that we're more alike than we are different.
Yes, absolutely.
So when we start going down that disc, I guarantee you, if you sit and you think about it, you have been dissed at least 5 times in the last 2 days. You've been disappointed.
Hello. Thank you.
Someone has been disloyal,
Hmm.
you know,
Disrespectful. Hmm.
disregarded. So these are,
Disappointed.
mm,
Hmm. The list goes on and on. Something that we all experience, living with a disability or not.
yeah. And so now we can all say, guess what? I've been dissed too. Girl, I've been dissed too. And we
You
can have
have?
a conversation.
Yes, we can relate. We all can. Yes.
I mean, you trying to come in the door with all your packages. Guess what? You are now disabled, just like me trying to get in the door, and it was situational.
Hmm.
So if you had a button that you take your elbow and go boom and open up the door, it's like, yes, thank you, Lord. I appreciate this.
You've been
So yeah,
dissed too.
it's just
Yes.
little things that make a difference. My favorite moment of all times, because I'm a mother of twins, so I know it was a couple. They were at the mall. I was coming in my wheelchair. I was in
Hmm.
my manual actually because I was still driving at that point. So I was in my manual wheelchair and I was getting ready to push the button, but the door was already opening. And it was a mother and a father. They had a set of twins. They were crying. She was trying to get bottles out of the diaper bag. She was giving him the packages and trying to get bottles out as she's transferring packages and the diaper bag to him, get the bottles. They're crying. And he's trying to get the door and realize, oh, he can use the button. I can see them doing all this through the glass. So I'm seeing they're like, oh man, while they're trying to figure out how to get the door open, he realizes like, oh, duh, just push the button. So he pushes the button. She's got the bottles in their mouth at this point as the door is opening. And then they both are like, oh, like that when they see me sitting there in the wheelchair, and they start to apologize profusely. And I said, you don't have to.
Right.
Because we're all disabled at some point in time in our life. And I say yours just happens to be situational.
Yes, right there at that moment.
You know how it feels to be me, to get to a door and you can't, open it the way that you need to, because it's like, oh, I can't get this door open on my own. I need assistance. And they just looked at me. Both of them were just in tears because, the twins were just giving them the flux, and they were frustrated trying to figure out how to get out of this door till they realized, at the last minute that, oh, we could just push the button. And then, to see someone who they feel, oh, this is just for you. It's like, no. Which really hits home when I talk about that 1,683 words about being this.
Yes, absolutely. And I guess a lot of people figure there's nothing wrong with them, or if they're situational with their dis, they feel as though it's nothing wrong with them because they don't have the look. But I've learned that disability doesn't have a look. But I guess if you in a wheelchair, you look that way. If you're using a crutch, you look that way. If you can't do certain things for yourself and have to have a caregiver to do those things for you, you look that way, which I think is very mean and nasty, because we shouldn't judge people like that.
This is true, because you might have a traumatic brain injury, a TBI, so you don't look that way.
Yes. Thank
but
you.
You are that way.
Yes.
You are that way. You might be deaf. You don't look that way, but you are that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I agree. I think that, we do make assumptions, and we are very judgmental as people.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, the one place that people do not feel bad is in the bathroom. People love, love, love going into the handicapped bathroom because it's the large stall and
the higher toilet seat. Yes, absolutely.
I'm like, people. I've had people have more attitude with me because I'm giving them attitude because they're using, look, my bathroom. In my air quotes. Hey, Dr. Vertanji, she's tuning in all the way from Detroit. We sure appreciate you coming in. And I'm giving them the look, and they're looking back at me like, I can use any bathroom I want to. As I'm sitting here like, Lord, do you know I don't have time to wait, because when I need to go, I need to go. And all that it takes for me to have to go.
Yes.
It's like, come on, I need that to be open and ready. So if I roll in, that I can roll straight back there and I can go. I don't need to wait for you because you've been in there for like 10 minutes already and I got to wait an extra 5. Yeah.
Don't fly, buddy. Yeah. That one. Yes.
Good afternoon to you too, my lady. Let's see. There we go. I said, Lord, who gonna talk to me if you on the show? Look.
Oh yeah,
Shana on the show.
Yeah, who's going to question us? Yes, who's going to question us? Because normally I'm nosy and asking all the questions. Who's going to question us?
Okay, so Dr. V, you got to be Shana today and ask a bunch
Mhm.
of questions because Shana's on the show.
Yeah, so pick away. I'm an open book. I give
Yeah.
you what I got, and that's it, and that's all. That's all I can do is
She
give you
said,
what I
that's it and that's all. I give you what I
yeah,
got. I
give you
love
what
it.
I got. That's it, and that's all.
Uh,
Absolutely.
but the real truth, where it really does happen, is at the VA. If
Mm.
you have to go to the restroom and there's somebody in there, and I get more attitude from folks at the VA,
Mm-hmm.
the spouses that come with their husbands. I'm just like, what? How dare you? Your husband is in a wheelchair, and you gonna have the nerve to turn your nose up at me because I'm mad at
Mm-hmm.
you. Wait a minute, you mad at me because I'm mad at you, and you mad. Look, we all mad about
Everybody
the
mad.
bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Everybody mad.
I'm like, everybody is. So we all got this attitude. So a friend of mine, Mr. Tommy Allen, he is hilarious. Y'all need to get him back on the show, just for shits and giggles. But I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
You did, and we
Oh,
heard.
well, I don't check kid friendly on my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. Right.
I do not check kid friendly. No. So Tommy says, this is what you need to do. He said, get you a plastic bottle of mellow yellow. And
Okay.
when they get ready to open up the door, he goes, even before they open up the door, he said, just start pouring it so that it rolls, because it'll roll in there. He goes, and just kind of put it up underneath and let it roll in. I said, that's so naughty. He said, because it looks like pee. He
I would
goes,
have thought apple juice.
yeah, that'll
Mm-hmm.
work too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would work
Mm-hmm.
too. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that mellow yellow, like mellow yellow, or I don't want it to look like dark pee though.
No, you can't do no sweet tea because that's gonna look like somebody need a doctor. I think. Don't
Yeah,
do that one. Mm-mm.
that part. But one of these days, I really want to do it when I'm in outside of the VA and people, are in the handicap bathroom, and I need to go, and they see me sitting outside that door. They are so apologetic, and I just think that's weird that outside folks are more apologetic than my inside folks. That's all you see when you go to the VA. You don't see that many people that's walking. That's walking around. I just think it's so funny because at certain times of the week is more busy. Like certain
Mm-hmm.
times and certain days are like more busy. And so you see all these cars lined up. And the first time that my caregiver brought me to the VA, she's like, what are they doing? Don't they know that you're in a wheelchair? We need to be up front. Because we were like 3 cars back.
Uh-huh.
And I just laughed. I said, sweetheart, I said, everybody at the VA is in a
In the
wheelchair.
wheelchair.
If they pull into the horseshoe, trust me,
They're in the chair too.
they in a chair too. And so she's like, oh, so then when she starts seeing it was almost like simultaneously, everybody's chair came out like at the same time. Their
Uh-huh.
person is getting their chair out at the same time and, getting everybody situated. And then we're all scooching and trying to transfer over out of the car into the chairs. It was almost synchronized. She just laughed so hard. She goes, okay, I'm in a
Never
whole new
mind.
world. I was like,
Yes,
yes,
absolutely.
a whole new world.
Mm-mm.
She's like, okay, we're getting used to it. So now, when we pull up, like I had an appointment on what's today? Today's Wednesday. So I had one on Monday.
Okay.
I think we were 3rd or 4th in line. And so she's like, I'm still waiting. I was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna put so you can be right the first person.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yep.
Just long as I'm not, doing like this. I'll be
That's
late.
all. That's right. That's all that matters.
I'm
Absolutely.
good. I said, we'll wait. And then we have days like tomorrow, I have an early appointment at the VA. So it probably won't be as many people at this particular time. We might be able to get in there and be like at the head and not at the somewhere in the little line. But I just think that is hilarious. Cynthia says, "Hey, Dr. Kimberly, Kennedy for staying. Thank you. How are you today? And thank you so much for joining the show."
Hello, Miss
I
Cynthia.
bet you, I bet you I know what page she's watching from.
I think I know too.
Yeah.
Yes.
We say thank you so much for tuning in. It is now 4:48, 48 minutes after the hour, or 12 minutes until the top of the hour. And we want to say thank you for tuning in. And to those who are watching on GRTV 25. Yes. Wait a minute. We got to go back. Here we go. We applaud you and we thank you for being such faithful viewers over the
Yeah.
years. I love it being out in public. And like, I saw you on the TV talking. I'm like, on the TV. You know how old people do when they put the on the TV. Like, I was on the TV. I said, no, ma'am, I wasn't on the TV yesterday. Uh-huh. You was interviewing somebody, or they was interviewing you. And I realized they was like, you was on TV. I was watching you. I said, well, where did you see me, hon? And they're like, well, it was on the cable. I was watching my cable. I was like, oh, thank you. So a lot of our church mothers, they watch me on the TV.
Okay.
So I
Thank
want to
you, ladies.
say good evening, good afternoon to my church
Mhm.
folks. For
Yes.
tuning in. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm introducing y'all to a new face. My little pretty pumpkin here, all the way from Belair, Maryland, you'll start seeing her on GRTV 25 as well.
Yes.
So look,
Absolutely.
she's gonna be on. I am excited to amplify and elevate others. So she's all the way in Bel Air, Maryland. So I'm looking around the United States, not just in my own backyard, of who else has such great messaging, great guests, and to be able to come on. So if you know somebody, or you got a favorite podcast, or as they call this when your video is called a live broadcast, since you do video, um, please have them come on. I'm still working on Dr. Vertanji out of Detroit, Michigan, to come on. She has such great information as it relates to mental health and the autistic world.
Mm.
Yes. You know what I'm about to do. You know what I've got to do.
I think you need to do it.
She has been so celebrated by the community. She has done so much. Her son, little Hezekiah, he's not little anymore. He's a big guy. He's like 19. I think he just turned 19. And I have had the privilege of coming alongside them since 2020 something. In the 20s, I know that. But it's been a while. It seems like everybody, like, we've always been together. It doesn't seem like we all just met in the last, 5 or 6 years. But that's what happens when, that comes from the heart, reaches the heart. And you can be in fellowship and relationship, it can seem as if you've always been together. Would you not agree?
I agree 100%. Absolutely. Yes.
I had a lady say it was, I know at least, how old are the babies? The last one is 6, 5. So maybe 7 years ago.
Mm.
This stuck out in my mind. We were a part of this ministry, but she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's got 5 people that have been with her 40 years.
Wow.
40 years.
Wow.
And when she said to me and my family that I love y'all just as much as I love them, I just haven't known you as long, but I love you just as much.
Yes, I love them.
I am
Isn't
a
that
big,
something?
I broke down crying. I broke down crying. And from
Mm-hmm.
that day to this one, I look at what she did to nurture the relationship among us
Mm-hmm.
for it to feel that way, and then what we were doing to make her to receive it, so both ways, it was reciprocal, what we were giving out, and then what we gave out to her that she received, and what she gave to us and what we received,
Yes.
for it to seem like a 40-year relationship that's a lot.
Mm.
And those that God puts in my way, I've learned to love them that way,
Right.
and they love me back. And so I can say to you, that's why I can say, yes, you are like my baby sister, because
Yes.
even though we weren't born together, came up in
Mm-hmm.
the same household, the love and respect that we're giving each other
Yes.
just the same as if we had been.
Yes. Absolutely, Dr. Barrington. I agree. Yes.
And she still called me, I got all these little sweetie names for her, but she still called me doctor. But that's fine.
I
I
sure
love it.
do. I can't help it, Dr. Barrington. There you go again.
And she won't say Dr. Kim. She won't say Dr. Kimberly. It's gonna be Dr. Barrington.
Mm-hmm.
But
All
I
the
love
time.
it. But when she does, and the things that she says, and how she encourages me every day. I'm not talking like you're not even here, but I want you to know, and I'm saying it publicly because we are like 5 minutes out. I want you to have words, and then I want to say this as the final word. Go ahead.
Okay, first, I would like to say once again, thank you very much, Dr. Burrington, for giving me this opportunity and for thinking of me to be a part of your platform and helping me to share everyone's journey along the way. I want to give a thank you to my two children, Colin and Shania. I want to say that they were my reason, but now I've learned that I am my reason. So I want to say thank you to them. Of course, I want to thank all my family and friends, everyone that has supported me, everyone that allowed me to cry, snot, and suck it back up and come back and share something different with you and just let me go ahead and be me. I say thank you very much, and I truly appreciate every one of you. And always remember, just because it rains, the sun still shines.
And with that, people, I want to say to you, thank you for responding to my heart. When my heart was broken, you came in and you filled in a space, and you have truly taken command of the space as a little sister. Except for you don't get on my nerves.
Mhm. No.
You don't get on my nerves. You love me. You love me. You love on me. And every single day you encourage me, because there are days that, I wake up and I'm just not feeling it.
Mhm.
And I open up and there's a message from you. And sometimes all I could do is heart it, one purple heart and heart it, or I do the red heart because it goes all over the place. It has these nice little fringes that come off on it, or I do the three hearts because sometimes that's just where I am
Mhm.
in my day and in my space. But you always there every single day. Every day. There's not a day that I don't hear from you.
Mhm.
And I just want to tell you thank you.
You're welcome.
That I
You're
love you and I appreciate you. And I love you as if we came from the same household, but we just ain't lived together.
And
and
I take it.
and
Oh, don't get me to crying. I'm getting ready to get to snotting and crying too. We can't do this like this. Not today, Dr. Burrington.
um,
Yeah,
when you love somebody and it means something to you, you need to tell them because
absolutely.
tomorrow is not promised to anybody.
No, not at all. Not at all. I agree.
I talked to my dad at 12 noon, and he said he was gonna go take a nap, and then he would talk to me later, and that I was gonna pick him up the next day to come to my home
Mm,
to be on the show. And by 6:30 that evening, he was unresponsive,
mm.
and I was in the floor holding his hand until rigor mortis set in. So
You're absolutely right. You got to tell everyone you love them while they're still here amongst the living.
so
Yeah.
I love you. I love all my viewers who have made it possible for me to still be here 5 years later and to be at a point where I can share my platform with others across the United States. So I'm just grateful for that. And I love y'all all to life. She know my little saying. What I
Yes,
say, but I love you to and through life.
absolutely.
I love you to and through life. Y'all be
Love you too.
and I'll see y'all on next week.